Hello, 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 hello. Here we are. um, Party time. No. Yes, I just want to bring everybody joy and this is what's all about. Okay, making sure the connection, make sure things is good. I'll call in the beautiful fairies if they would like to join us. To join us in this live. I did call them forward. So and then I start seeing them flying around. So keep an eye because the fairies and I felt their energy. So they're definitely joining us as well. So keep an eye for this anything um um you know orbs, white orbs. If you see, sometimes they will show up in color, like it will look like there's a butterfly in the room and it's not a butterfly. Hey Xavier, thank you for joining. Yes, party time. Okay, let me just while we wait for more people to show up, I'm going to share this out and say that I'm live. Okay, how do I do that? Oh, copy link. Yes. Okay, I get it. I get it. Create post. While we wait for everybody, while we wait, how are you, Xavier? And how's everybody doing? Live right now. Taking a question. Yes. Let's do this. Let's copy and paste. I don't want to. Let's see here. Post. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. So, first things first, I want to show you this beautiful crackle quartz. It's is this one. I'm wearing this one. Crackle quartz. It actually helps you with block you from evil energies, evil entities. Crackle core is the way to go if you don't want, to prevent from evil things, evil energy. So the crackle core is your friend. It's beautiful, and it's the new moon. Well, December 4th is the new moon, but in other countries, it's already December 4th. So, yeah. So, happy new moon. And here's the new moon. Yes. The new moon in Sagittarius. I don't know. I need to check up on that. Doing good. And you? Yes, good. Having, just trying to, be in the mood, be in the joy. Um, Sorry if my throat's coughing. It's because there's activations happening and or they're trying to or some light language trying to come by and I'm like, just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Someday we'll do light language. Come on now. My higher self is like, come on. Give me a moment. Give me time. People make it look so easy when they're doing light language. It's like you're going up on, you're been preparing for this, you're ready to act and perform in front of people, and then when you're in front of people, you're like you just forget everything. You lose focus and like I'm ready, and then you're like, am I? I take it back. So, but yes, yes, so joy is the place to go when we're while we're healing, watching funny movies, um, you know, videos, um, just or being with a friend that really is lifting up your mood while you're going through things, dealing through things, and that's how, it's and that's how we heal. That's how can make our lives a little joy. Stage fright. Yes. One time my friend was telling me, do some energy healing for the group. I'm like, shh, shh. I was it was like on Facebook. You were there, Savior. You were there on Instagram. And I was like, please, please, my friend, please, just quiet. uh, I did also call the fairies to join us if they like to, they would like to join us. Come on now, please. Not ready. I'm not ready. Yeah, something wants to come through. Something wants to come through. Yes. Her friend is eight. My friend is Ada. I'm like, just Ada, please. Don't put me in the spot now. I always been the type of people. I'm like, I don't want eyes on me. But then we're here. But you just baby steps. Baby steps. Okay? Okay. Baby steps. So I'm pointing that to my higher self. Oh, she's a cheetah, by the way. She's from the Lyrian Council. She actually came to me in a dream. I think 2 weeks ago. She came to me in a cheetah. In a cheetah because she's Lyrians are like cat people. They can look like the movie Avatar, blue humanoids. They Lyrians are cat people. They can look like a lion, a cheetah, a leopard. Um, and yeah, so 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 that's what happened. My higher self is a Lyrian, a cat, a cheetah. So, but no, I'm not just yes, my higher self definitely a Lyrian, but a cheetah. But doesn't mean I have more multidimensional me's. I'm also connected. One of my multidimensional selves is a seraphim. Seraphims are higher than the archangels. I'm also a seraphim in one of my higher multidimensionals. Yeah, so I have that, and then but in this lifetime, my Syrian family are helping me and assisting me. My Syrian family. They're helping me in this lifetime. So just you can call in your starseed family, who are my starseed family. It's like you're trying to channel and see what kind of family are helping you in this lifetime. So the Syrians are helping me and assisting me. Light language. Someone's also someone else, another friend that she also does light language. She said she also she's like, you also have like there's also feel like there's aquatic in you, like aquatic stuff. I'm like, okay, makes sense. Lumerian too. So yes, we're so many things. How would I know what animal is my higher self? No, it's not a no, like for me, no, not every. Well, just ask. Show who are you, my higher self? Please show me who you are. It could be a seraphim. Your higher self could be a seraphim. A seraphim is a different type of angel. There's different kinds of art of angels. I think there's 8 different kinds of angels or 6. There's the regular angels, archangels, seraphims, Um, um, the what's the other one? Um, there's more, but again, I'm just giving you an example of mine, but it can't. Not everybody's will be a cat. I mean, an animal. Syrians aren't like an animal type. You know what I mean? So it could be a Syrian, an Arcturian. All these other that could be your higher self. It could be a goddess. It could be um what else? Yeah, many things can be your higher self. I'm just showing you one of mine higher selves. But yeah, we're multidimensional, so I'm not just that. I'm also this, and that. We're all are. Hey, Star. How do you find out what place your soul originates from? Yes. Ask. All you need to do is ask. Ask your yeah, you can ask your starseed family to show you. You can ask your higher self to show you, but it will take time. You might it's it, it's good. It's because you have to be. Sometimes you have to be a certain level of awakening to eventually start getting those messages and them to start showing themselves to you. So some of those questions can take time. I didn't just automatically know this. No, you know, yes, like I've been a couple of years, but now finally I'm like, oh, now I saw myself like this, with angel wings. Then then my higher self showed me this year. And then you know what I mean? Oh, I think I saw a fairy flying around. So all you need to do is ask, or you know um or someone that can really tap into it, to really tap into like, hey, you're actually a Syrian or a Pleiadian, you know what I mean? Things like that. Or you can ask, you can pay someone to find out for you and things like that. If not, just give it time. You're gonna be shown. You'll see. Because sometimes they don't want to, they depending how much there's fear that is in you. Sometimes they don't want to show you more because it could because of the fear programs. They don't want to show you more, so that's why they will just leave it at that until you heal more of those fears. Then they're going to start showing you things because they don't want to ruin that. Sometimes they don't even want to tell you. For example, there was this one of my healer teachers. She was saying that like she was channeling. Somebody came to her, and then her Starcy family told her to like, it's not time. You cannot tell her it's not time because she still has some of that fear program, and they're like, don't. She's not ready to hear it. She's not ready to know. She's not. She's not. She's not. And I feel the chills when I say it. Sometimes they won't tell you because of the programs until you're ready to know. They will show you. They will give you that message. And literally, I'm like, oof, having those chills. Look at that. I'm not even cold because I have this, but now I'm getting those chills. I'm just saying that, So again, like sometimes if you're not ready, you're not ready to know. And even if there's a channeler who's channeling and telling you certain things, but sometimes they will be like, no, they won't even tell you to tell you that. You know what I mean? I can tell you this, what I'm telling you right now, but you won't even know that that they're said not to tell you this thing or this, that. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna leave it like they didn't even say that. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's about deprogramming, fears, all that stuff. I was okay. I always thought my higher self was my same body soul, but in smarter form. Yeah, it's like a little mini me. It's like, okay, if I saw myself, Like my higher self sees me like this little me, like a mini me. Like, oh, look at her, she's so cute. Oh, she's healing. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's so adorable. She's heading there. Oh, congratulations, mini me. They see us like, hey, oh, look at her. She's doing it. She's doing a great job. I'm looking her. Look at oh, that's how, with like, love and compassion and and that's how they're like, oh, look at my little mini me. She's doing such a great job. Keep going. She's healing. Look at that. Ta-ta-ta. Star. Ta-ta. You already, okay, I already replied to that. Star, hello, you look so pretty. Thank you, Star. Yes, I made this mermaid crown because, yes, I feel like a mermaid. Especially some of our aquatic activations are being activated, our aquatic side. So if you have an aquatic side, it's being activated. Jinx. I had a dream, but I don't know if it was a dream or something else. Do you do you communicate? Do communicators or will they? I don't even know how to ask. Hmm. Well, they could show you symbols. You might see yourself with sometimes you if you're sleeping, you might see symbols like it could be a triangle, a square, um certain symbols. Not just that, other symbols. I'm just giving you some. But yeah, like for me, I get a lot of I get messages in my dreams a lot. You know, and that's why I saw my higher self because she showed to me, she came to me. Oh, she showed herself in my dream. Then, um, and things like that. And what else? Like, and then I saw myself with being a seraphim, and then I saw myself from a third person point of view. It's like I saw myself over there. I was right here, and I saw myself over there. But that's once you're like you have to hit a certain level of awakening too. But if you're the type of people think that you get a lot of psychic messages or knowings in your dreams, it's gonna eventually show itself in a dream. But write them up, and if you can go back to it, maybe it already like now you're able to connect the dot from something that happened last week, in a dream, things like that. So write them up, you know um what else? But write your dreams. Yeah, eventually you start connecting the dots. You're like, oh my gosh, final after like months or a year, and you go back to those dream journals, like, oh my gosh, now it makes sense. It's like connecting a puzzle. Chrissy, hey there, Chrissy. Hey sis, what's your craziest experience while on your spiritual awakening journey? One, obviously, we'll have many crazy ones. One, I mostly happened when when I went on a spaceship. That I was consciously aware that I was in a spaceship. Oh my! Okay, if you guys don't know that story, I meant. Oh, okay. Winky face. Okay. um. Yeah, when I went on a spaceship, I was laying on my bed. Remember, this is gonna be happening more than one time, but this is like so far the craziest thing. It was this year. So far this year has been like, whoa, like I just been seeing a lot of things in my dreams, higher selves, my multidimensional selves, spaceships. I'm definitely getting more information. Um, But anyway, I went on a spaceship and I was laying in bed, and then I felt my energetic body was like I felt like it was going up and up and up and up and up. It just when you have astral experiences, you're like, whoa. Um and then I felt like I was in a metal bed, and and they shackled my ankles and head, because this is the thing, if there's still fear program in you, if they know there's you still have some type of fear program, they don't want you running around, they don't want you to be like, oh my gosh, I'm on the bed, and then you jump off and you're messing with things, you just they don't want that to happen, sometimes just to do it for, for protection, to protect yourself and whoever else is in the spaceship. So, they didn't do it because of, like in the movies, they make it seem, oh, all of them are evil and bad. That's not true, you know. So anyway, and the thing is, yeah, and I felt a lot of energy on my crown. They were working on me. They were removing something from me. So that was when I was consciously aware. After I think um I got it actually there once they removed it, I was able to know I was in a spaceship. That's the thing. I was able to tell I was there. And then and I could see from my third eye. I could see like a tall, shadowy figure. I can't really tell exactly, but I could see like a black silhouette. It was kind of hard to tell who, I couldn't see color. For now, what I could see a little bit from my third eye. And then I could see the light shining above my head. And eventually went back to my bed, but that was crazy cool. I'm like, "Oh my gosh," and then when my boyfriend woke up, like, "You can't believe what just happened to me. So cool." I was like, "Oh my god, so cool." Star, I have seen signs and synchronicities that made me wonder what the universe was trying to tell me. Mhm. Da-da-da. I let the thought go. Then one day I was in between being awake and dreaming. Somebody told me an answer. Ah, see, there you go. Wow. Because sometimes when you were laying down and relaxing, that's where they can show you, tell you things, your deceased loved ones. I've been seeing a lot of deceased loved ones this year in my dreams, and I remember them hugging them, and then I'm like, "Wait a minute." In my dream, I will know they passed away. I'm like, "What? Wait." And it was funny because one of my deceased coworkers, he loves to help me and assist. He he he's kind of like he likes to be my spirit guide, an ex coworker. Um and one in my dream, I saw him like in a DJ. So I can tell in the afterlife, he's like partying, like, yeah, you know. So I was like, is that is that in my dream? I was like this, like, wait, he's not alive though, and I went up to him and I told and we sat together because I had questions to tell him, things like that. So that's yeah, in our dream state, that's where they can work on us, activate us, give us messages. Savior, yes, my BF told me a story years ago, but when he was a child, he was watching a movie and he saw a shadow running behind him and it disappeared, but he didn't feel scared or afraid. Yeah, because sometimes those shadows can be from other realities. You know, you're not the only one in this house. There's it, because there's many layers, right? Where there's many versions of us. And maybe you just saw a version of yourself walking behind you. You're seeing other people that are living in this house in this other timeline. So sometimes when they collide, you will see like something maybe in because I see many things in this house. Some, or sometimes, well, this house is kind of haunted. So yes, I do have some haunting experiences, but that's not the story for that. Anyway, yeah, I've seen many shadows here. So, Star, I wasn't sure if it was me or what. No, if it didn't come from your head and it just popped out like that out of nowhere, then it will sound like you. In the beginning, when things are trying to come through, it's going to sound like you in the beginning. Okay. If you didn't think about it and it just boom appear out of nowhere, there's more to that. That means, okay, then this message definitely came through from, I don't know, could be my angels, my higher selves, my starseed family, especially they just come out just like that, without you even thinking about it. It just came. So just be aware of that. Savior. A couple of days ago, he had a dream, and I was like, clip of that event, and he was able to see that in the shadow he saw was actually him. Hmm. I told him, could it be his higher self? What do you think? No, I don't. I don't know. Like if that happened to me, I don't. But he saw himself. I don't know. Well, I think it was in between. I don't. It depends. If his house haunted, that's the question. Is his house haunted? You know, first you need to rule out that. You know, he has been having experiences there, creepy experiences. You have to ask, does he have a haunted house? I know this one is. So that's the question. Does he live? Is there spirits living in that house? You know, because I know there's stuff in the bathroom. I'm um in this bathroom, so I know that. But this is not really my house. I'm here temporarily, so yeah. I just care about my space. After that, I don't care. I just trying to protect my space. Savior, a couple. Okay, I already read that. Okay, Christy, what's your favorite color and food? As you can tell, I'm wearing pink, Chrissy. Mm-hmm. Pink, pink, pink. Pink lipstick. Pink laptop. Pink. Yes, I love pink. Food. Uh, mm, 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 mm. I love spicy stuff. I love cheese, but I'm toning it down. Moderation. Um, I just love food. I love food. I love desserts. I love baking. Baking is my favorite thing is baking. When it comes to baking, oh yes. Baking homemade cookies, just baking pumpkin bread, uh just baking. I love baking. That's my thing. But I'm not a bad cook. But I love food. I love me some food. The savior, I've um he never experienced anything like that, and he's not aware of any spirits in the home, or even. Okay. Yep, maybe he's barely noticing, you know? Maybe he's barely noticing, or I don't know. Is he awakened? Because sometimes when you're awakened and you're, becoming more open, you're finally experiencing things like orbs, fairies, angels, things around you, flickering lights, um, a presence, like something's there. Maybe is he awakened? Let me know if you've been seeing fairies, because I saw them when I said, like, if you want to join us, fairies, please come and join the party. I got some twinkle lights. Okay, so let's answer some. Oh, speaking of fairies, um, I'm making fairy jewelry. So I'm super excited about fairy jewelry. I'm adding fairy magic and energy into it, into my definitely the I'm channeling the energies of the fairies. They're helping me and assisting me to create this beautiful magical pendant. Um, that I'm going to make a video once I have like three more. Once I make three more necklaces, pendants, I'm making into a chokers. They're going to be chokers like that. It's gonna come with it. Um, um, they're helping me with that. So oh yeah, once I make three more, then I'm going to make a video so you guys can see. I'm trying to add little clips at how I'm building the wire, in the necklace, just to, I don't know, make it more like, I don't know, fun, magical, you know. So so we'll see. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm working really extra hard. That's why, if you're wondering, I'm like, wow, whoa, $22 for that? I'm like, well, I'm definitely, because I'm putting extra energy. I'm putting the extra work, you know. So, because I just want I want everybody to have a piece of like fairies wherever they go, a little piece of them, like fairy magic around them. So that was my inspiration. So so you guys know. Um so look out for that video eventually. Let's see. I'm going through the questions. Oh, my foot. Okay. Okay, let's first let me see the questions here. Okay. So Kenny asked me. So I got a lot of these. So Kenny question was, what triggered your awakening? Mm, and then so what triggered my awakening? Well, I guess it was when I was feeling very bummed out and kind of depressed because I keep losing jobs. I couldn't keep a job, and I was, you know, and then wondering, like, why are we even here for? We just came here to work, and then to work our ass off and then die, and that's it, and be miserable for the rest of your life. We're even here. There has to be a purpose while we're here on earth. There has to be. But they didn't know what it was, but it had to be, right? Right? That was my question. But yeah, I was losing a job, and eventually someone led me, some other YouTuber. Eventually brought up about angels, and then she said, "Hey, you can communicate with your angels. You can ask whatever you want." And I was like, "Really?" So I don't have to, because they say, "Oh, angels are just there for protection." Again, that's what I learned when I was a Catholic. Oh, they're just here to protect you when you're sleeping. You just ask for protection. So that's what I thought. I thought they were just there just to protect you. That's it. And when she said, "Yeah, when you ask a question, you're gonna get an answer right away," because they're a lot closer to you. I was like, "They can? Okay." So I don't know if she said to look for angel meditations or angel videos. I don't know. I don't remember. But then I went to check an angel guided meditation, and that's where I started to communicate with my angels through meditation. And this is where Savior's question comes by. When or what did you experience your first spiritual sign that led you to your spiritual awakening? Well, after finally finding, in a guided meditation, communicating with my guardian angels, I was doing it every week or every twice a week. Um, and and then and then eventually I noticed starting to see 111, 111, 111 everywhere. I'm like, is there a meaning for 111? I'm seeing them now. I don't know how long it took me. 2 weeks, a week. I don't know, a month, somewhere there. And I was like, is there maybe there's a sign for 111? Maybe there's a meaning for that. And then there was. And I was like, oh my gosh, cool. You know, but yeah, but now I check angel numbers. So if I see 111, angel number 111. Now I check angel numbers. I prefer angel numbers. For me, I feel like they're more like angel numbers. So but yeah, that's what triggered that's how I knew I was awakening, because the 111. Plus meditation made me feel so amazing and focused, and it just made my soul, so I felt like vibrant, and that's why I kept meditating every day, every day, every day. If I could do two, I will do two in the same day. I will feel so amazing. So I keep doing it and doing it. And then there you go. And that's where, let's see. And then my friend Chrissy here. When did you realize you were going through a spiritual awakening? When I saw the 111. The ones one. That's when I noticed that. So Chrissy also asked, did you lose interest in things that you enjoy doing? Some songs are like, ugh, why did I listen to that? It's like now like your soul will tell you if something's like, ugh, like, ugh, it's not for me, or like, oh, this song is so perverted or something, like. And I understand, because it's part of programming too. If they sound perverted, um, everything's a message. They so um so my music definitely changing my music. But I always enjoy classical music though. I always enjoy classicals. What else? Dancing. I don't dance. I don't go dancing anymore. It just feels weird, strange. Like I don't belong there. Religion too. Religion, I couldn't do it anymore. I felt it in my soul. I couldn't. It was just weird and strange, because I went to church one day and I was like, everybody's like, remember, I came from a Catholic religion, so I went to a, you know, with my mom at Catholic church, and I'm just looking at everybody like robots, like that. That's how I saw them. Again, this is just me. Like they were just robots like that, and they're like, okay, and I'm like looking at everybody, like it doesn't feel right anymore. No, I'm done. I'm done. And then I told my mom, I'm like, I'm done. What else? Meat. I don't eat meat anymore. Well, a video kind of triggered that. I was like, you know what? I'm done eating meat. I'm done. Um, Alcohol too. When I knew it could affect you, also, to because if you think about it, if you're receiving lights and light codes, okay, everybody's being activated. Okay, right. So, but what if somebody's smoking a lot, drinking a lot? Who's gonna get activated more? Who's gonna receive more of those higher, um, energies and frequencies? The one who's smoking and drinking a lot, or the person that is not? Does that make sense? So I'm like, I don't want to affect that. Plus, when you're learning about your body's your temple and things like that, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna quit drinking. I'm just glad I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I have to have a drink every single day. Thank goodness it didn't lead to that. Because when I was 21, dancing, drinking, every single time, dancing and drinking. I always enjoy dancing, but I don't have to go clubbing to go dancing. Hey, Kenny. Okay, now I'm going to answer some of these now. Okay, Xavier. He is asking now that he watching me in this journey. This event was when he was 11. Oh, and he had a dream which was a couple days ago. He is 33. Hmm. That's cool. Xavier. Oh, that's awesome. He's awakening. Cool. Wow. Yes. That's amazing. And Xavier, how's your fur baby doing? My baby. Well, let me show you. Um, I've been trying so far remedies, like antibiotic for her right ear. Been putting some ointments there, and then giving some turmeric powder in her food. It has to be the capsules that you open up. So far hasn't been growing. I just don't want it to bleed out because it could bleed out, and I'm like, and so far, but it has to give her time though. Even if you give her some type of treatment, you have to give it at least 2 weeks so you start noticing. So it's like a slow process. But I'm just but I'm keeping a good eye on it. I'm giving to her morning and night. It has to be morning and night twice a day. So it just definitely keeping an eye on that and making sure she's not scratching. The ointment is actually working because like she's not scratching a lot. She used to scratch so much, so much. So that means it was really irritating her ear because how big it was getting. So the ointment is also an not antibiotic, inflammatory cream, but it also helps you with for pain relief too. So like I'm glad that it she's not scratching a lot as she used to, but once in a while. But I try to cover her ear when I notice that she's about to scratch. I try to put my hand to cover the ear so she's not like she should so she doesn't like scratch it or something, but it hurts. I'm trying to like block her ear, but now she's scratching my arm like crazy, and I was like, "Ow, that hurt." but I'm trying to scratch it. Like, okay, let me scratch it for you then. So I will scratch outside the ear, scratch it here, scratch it down here, and she kind of likes it. She's like wiggling her leg when I'm scratching like here. Like, hopefully this will relieve some of the itchiness. So I will scratch outside. So Um, Kenny, hey Kenny, Star. Oh my goodness, this happened to me right before awakening. The 111s, mm-hmm, or the job, yeah, the jobs too. Christy, my awakening started the same way as yours. I always knew that we weren't here to live and die. Yeah, I didn't understand. Kenny, many awakening start from tower moments and personal failures. Mm-hmm. That's why they had to keep kicking me out of the job. Like, no, you're missing the point here, woman. We're gonna keep taking you out of the job. Yeah. So, angel number 111 associated with spiritual awakening. You may be approaching a new phase in your life. Definitely, I was for sure. That will give you a greater sense of self worth and confidence. It sure is. Ha. Four. Just notice the clock. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you, Kenny. Chrissy, what meditations do you listen to and how often? Every day, at least 30 minutes. Because in the beginning, you're not used to meditating. So you will do videos that are like between 10 or 15, because that was that's what that was long enough for me to do, you know. And then now, then um after like a year the past, or another year after that, then I started to listen to you, like, you know what, this is ready. I need to turn it up now. So now I'm going to do 30 minutes. So now I've been doing 30 minutes, because if I do 15, I feel like I only did like I feel like I only did like, I don't know, like 5 minutes. It goes like that. I'm like, this is nothing. So if you feel like it's way too easy meditation doing 10 minutes, jump it up to 15. If that feels like, damn, this just ended too quick, jump it up to 20. You're ready to do longer meditations. So that's why now I'm doing 30 meditations. I know a lot of some other people who've been awakening for a while. I know they do it an hour. Right now it's, right now I'm like, I'm like, I don't know about an hour, but eventually when I feel like 30 minutes is way too easy, but I'm gonna eventually jump it to 40 minutes. It's like a gradual thing, so now I can tolerate more. Now I can be there for 40 minutes. So for now I'm doing 30 minutes, and every day. Every day. If I miss it in the morning, I will do it before I go to sleep. Especially if you have children, just do it before you go to sleep. Everybody's asleep, everybody's quiet, nobody's gonna be calling your name, bothering you. So so either but mostly I like to do my day in the morning, if not night times. But every day I feel like it's very important. I always felt like that. Like, no, this is very important. I need to do it every single day. Um Mostly I just do meditation one time. It's 30 minutes, so I just do one time a day. Kenny, believe it or not, my angel number, I see it all the time, is 420. Hmm, very interesting. Chrissy, I started to see 1111 when I was waking, and sleep paralysis. Yes. Nope. My sleep paralysis were not good. They were just here to suck up my energy. Vampiric entities, they were coming to me at nighttime, and I got sick of them. And I couldn't, because they can block your third eye from seeing how they look like. Because I was sleep paralysis, but in my awakening journey, when I will feel them, my third eye will open and I could see everything. I could see everything around my room, but I couldn't see them. They don't want you to see, because they will block your third eye to see how they disgusting they really look like. So after I finally I found a prayer to protect me, myself, my auric field before going to sleep. And then eventually I started wearing protection crystals. So then I didn't have to say the prayer every single day. If because sometimes I forget. If I forget, boom, they will be visiting me. So once I start wearing protection crystals, going to sleep, they like, sayonara, goodbye. I don't want you here. Get out of here. Bye bye. Never gonna see you. Skedaddle. So yeah. So that's that. Uh, yeah. So but plus I stopped having sleep paralysis. Protecting yourself, protecting crystals, or asking for psychic protection, uh, yeah, psychic protection. Then I stopped having sleep paralysis after that. Kenny, I definitely did. Yes, Kenny, I'm definitely not into sports like I used to. Sports. Well, I never really liked running anyway. Sports? Well, hmm. Well, if it's nature related, I'm playing volleyball. If it's outside related, I don't mind because it's outside. You're playing with family. I'm not a competitor. I was never a competitor. Like in high school, I won't even join sports. I'm like, to the pressure, like I didn't like it. I didn't like the feeling of competing on anything. like actual competing, not for fun. For fun, I don't mind. Hey, we're doing it for fun, but to actually like do it for high school, elementary, no, no, not my thing. Nope. Yeah, I don't mind volleyball. Hey, you're outside getting the sun. I'm cool with that. Xavier, I'm happy she's getting some relief. Hoping continues to get better. Yes. So yeah, after 2 weeks we will know. Starting tomorrow, she will have 1 week. So yeah. So right now it's still, at least it hasn't gotten bigger. So it's already a process right there. It's already like a good sign, you know. Kenny, I found your video on YouTube after meditation, and then I seen a blue butterfly in meditation and look up the meaning, and I found your video about it. Yes, yes, Kenny. Yes, yes. I was like, come on, because when I first did my butterfly videos, they were not explaining anything. I'm like, okay, so you found a butterfly and then that's it? What? I don't understand. What? That's not good. That's not enough information, you know. So so eventually I was like, you know what? I feel passionate. You know what? I'm going to start making this butterfly video. And I started with the white ones because that's a sign of, when like the angels, when you see white butterflies. And I was very inspired about the white butterflies. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it. And then that's how people are noticing me from the butterfly videos. So I'm just because nobody else was really making them. When I started to really explain the colors of butterflies, nobody was really, there was nothing, not a really explanation to them until I started to. And then boom, before you knew it, my butterfly video, I think it's already 10,000 views. My friend said it was like, "Oh, I wish my video had a million." I'm like, "A million? You should. It's not a million yet." No, it's 10,000, not a million. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy cool. But but yeah, that's how I started. Yes, definitely magical, Kenny. Yes. That's why we led to one another, right? It's all spirit. If you start noticing, it is all spirit. Spirit will guide you to this person, to this other person, to this location. It's all spirit. It is all spirit working behind the scenes, you know and they are. I didn't expect my butterfly to reach a 10,000 already. I'm like, wow, and that's how got me noticed. So I'm extremely grateful. And that's how the angels work behind the scenes, but you don't even expect it. So that's so magical on its own. So definitely, be positive because they are working behind the scenes. Even if you're not noticing right now, because I didn't notice it in that moment until me in the future. I was like, damn. Cool. Thank you, my angels. Thank you. Thank you. Da-da-da-da. And then I found you. Savior. That's how I found the two. Oh, that's how I found her too. Yes. My beginning awakening stages, I started noticing a lot of butterflies around me and search butterflies, and boom, yes. Boom. Exactly, Savior. Yes, Kenny. Yes, truly magical. Okay, so next question. Let's go back to the questions. One from Xavier. Let's see. Okay, how was your experience with your first fairy encounter? Yes, the fairy realm. Yes. Well, I since the beginning of my awakening, I eventually started to do fairy meditations. there was this lady that she's a fairy whisperer, and I was like, wow, I'm so intrigued about the fairies. So I started doing meditations, fairy meditations with her. I'm still in, by the way, but um, uh, but like, I guess I always had fairies around me. You know how it's like you always had angels around you, but you didn't know they were there, and you start seeing them until you start seeing signs or something about them, and you didn't know they were there, but they were there. But so I guess fairies were definitely like they've been with me for a while, and I didn't know until boom, until they eventually, when I said, "Oh my gosh, I saw a fairy." And then you saw it dancing, and it was leaving some fairy dust, and you see the wings, and then I captured another one that it was orange. It was so cool, and it was, oh my, when I find out that I capture a fairy, I was so excited. I was like, because I love capturing things. Like, you know, it just excites me if I see like an angel orb, like boom, like a big one. And things like that. I was like, oh my gosh, like I got it, or I saw a UFO. It's right there. And I did, and it's right there. And just, or when I see, oh, just those are the moments when you're like, "Oh my gosh." Sometimes we just want some sort of proof, and like you believe, you know, because like the fairies say, this is what the fairies say. Seeing isn't believing. I'm pretty sure you heard it before. Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. So I'm pretty sure you got it from a Christmas movie. So after I heard that, and I started to watch the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. So so anyway, yeah, I was like, and it's true because if I told you, hey, I saw a fairy, look, 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 you're like, no, it could be a dust bunny, it could be dust. You probably had a candle on. See what I mean? Even if it's right there with your eyes, people can still doubt it. No, it was this, no, it was something else. You know what I mean? So again, believing is seeing. So yes, yay, yes, savior, yay. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and not only that, like, yeah, you might not believe in fairies, but the fairies believe in you, and so yeah, and I captured another one. So it was literally right here and was this big. It was like a tiny orange dot, and then it started to get into into orange wings, and then eventually, and I got chilled when I saw it. I saw it from a screen right here when I barely looked, and a boom. I was like, oh my gosh, I got the chills. No, oh my gosh. I never, a butterfly. I mean, it looked like there was a butterfly, but it wasn't a butterfly. It was literally a fairy, but with color in orange. It had orange wings. I was like, oh my, how cool is that? I never seen a color fairy, Um, But yeah, and ever since I know, so I've been definitely working with the fairies, doing fairy pendants now. I'm definitely working to make a fairy crown. I also been trying to practice fairy light language. Uh, Light language is it will come out different depending who are you who are you who are you tapping into? If it's the angelic realm, the light language is gonna sound different. If you're connecting to the fairy realm, it's gonna sound different. The your higher self, your actual light language is gonna sound different. If you're connected to Syrian, so whichever, it's gonna sound different because it's all energy and frequency that you're tapping into, and that's how it sounds like energy and frequency. So it's gonna change. So, and after that, I've been working with the fairies. Um, so super exciting. Number three, from Xavier, what are your beliefs in God? Like I said, I knew there was always a creator. Someone made us. Someone created us. We didn't just come out of nowhere, And even when before my awakening, I was pray to God. I told him, like, please don't let me go, and I will say, please let me get closer to you. I don't even know how I can get closer to God. I didn't know, and I didn't understand, but like, just get help me. I feel like that was very important for me to get closer to Him. And guess what? All of us who are awakening, who are ascending, we're getting so much closer to God. Like in the last reading, we're going back home. We're going back to God. We're getting closer to God. So, that's how like ascended masters, Kuan Yin, she's an ascended master, ascended divine feminine ascended master, Mother Mary, Jesus, they have fully ascended, so they're definitely very closer to God. So that's how you get closer to God, by keep raising your vibration, and keep awakening, and you're ascending. That's how you're getting closer to Him, going back home, you know, and it just and I never understand, like, how can I get closer to God? Yes, I'm in a Catholic religion, when I was us, when before my awakening. Yes, I'm closer to the religion. Yes, I'm going to church and things like that. But how can I get closer to God? I didn't understand, but I said it anyway. Like, let me get closer to you. I feel like I need to get closer to you. But yeah, things like that. So yes. And here I am. And then he woke me up like, yes, I will. I'll give you. I'm gonna keep kicking you out of jobs until you start realizing it, and then eventually you're gonna get closer to me. But so I think that's pretty magical. And then another question: do you consider yourself a student, teacher, or both in the spiritual journey? Well, I could be here like 30 years in awakening. I still be learning. We're all learning, you know, because it doesn't matter. You could be here 100 years alive, and you're not gonna know everything. And that's how it is, because our earthly brain can't, you know, only has enough room to learn, so we can't know everything, so we're always going to be learning. But at the end, we're always going to be a teacher too, you know kind of like Xavier and his friend is coming to Xavier. Hey, guess what, I started to see numbers now. What does that mean? Is there something there? And then Xavier now is not he's going to be a teacher for uh his uh his BF. So, so yeah, see, there you go. We're like teaching one another, right? One's teaching me, someone's teaching me, and someone's it's like a chain, right? We just keep learning and learning. Da-da-da. Another question: do you know much about horoscopes? What are your thoughts regarding horoscopes? Well, I feel like it's another way of learning who we are. Like, oh, now it makes sense why I'm so emotional. Oh, now it makes sense why I'm like this. Because of that sign. So I don't, Kenny, yes, indeed. Yes, Savior, yes. 100%, yes. And I don't know. I think it's pretty. You mean horoscopes or astrology? Because even astrology is like, so pretty interesting. It's just crazy because because like I'm learning a little bit here and there, but there's so much to learn and how it affects you. Not only us, the planet. When planet Pluto came along, it really triggered the people, and you see all this protest. But but it's a good protest because they're fighting for something they believe in. And that's beautiful. So like planets triggers everybody. When you see all these crazy things on TV, just check which planet is happening that is triggering those people. Just see, you'll be shocked when you notice, like, especially Uranus has to do with like unexpected things. I think Uranus, like, boom, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then Mars has to do with like war. Maybe that's where people are really feeling angry a lot, or it could be passion, fiery, like igniting them. So it's very interesting. It's just so interesting. It just wow. But I think that's pretty cool though. Would I want to be an astrologer though? Mm, mm, maybe it might do my readings. Maybe I'll do some astrology there. I'm doing some like moon readings, new moon readings, then probably I will check and do some research, but that's it, you know. So Savior, yes, both. Yes, exactly. Okay, so another question from let's see here. Okay, so my favorite holiday is definitely Christmas. It's just happiness and joy, and I love listening to Christmas music 24/7. When I go to sleep, when I wake up, I want to sleep with Christmas music, and I want to wake up to Christmas music. Savior, did you already do your Christmas ornaments? I'm waiting. No, but I really want to see though. I'm just keeping your word here. Are you already working on them? Because I would like to know. Let's see. And then I love watching like Christmas movies. It's just so happy. And it's so magical too, because like I've been watching like the Christmas Carol when the three spirits came to visit him, the Christmas past, the present, and the future, and just like how Spirit came and show him signs and about his life, and how Spirit changed his life from this grumpy old man. It opens up the heart. How Spirit opened up his heart. You know, yes. So there's magic into it. How do you deal with anxiety and external triggers? Indigo, hey Indigo, how you doing? Savior, yes, I'm a Libra. I have learned a lot about myself in listening to astrology. Very, very good. Crazy fairy movie. Shrek too. Shrek is so magical. It's just hilarious. I love Shrek too. I want to keep watching it over. I think that's the one that I watch the most. Shrek 2. Oh, that's so funny. It, the music, even the music is so good. All the music that they chose, I just Shrek 2 is just a whole different thing. Yes, Shrek, yes. Because there's a bunch of magical fairy tale. It's like a magical fairy tales and so many funny characters and the gingerbread cookie and oh, gingerbread. I need to break gingerbread cookie.